Guys, welcome back to another video. So today we will be doing our first voice over. Yes, and today we will be talking about this assignment that you see me doing here. It is a collage for an assignment from Head Studio. It's our first assignment from Head Studio, and it's entitled "What is Architecture to Me?" So let me just tell you a little bit about this assignment. We are supposed to create a collage on a 11 by 7 sheet, whether being in landscape or portrait, and then we should start off our collage saying architecture is, followed by a statement. Now for my statement, architecture is the art of shaping human experience through the thoughtful design of shape, form, and material in harmony with the environment. So just to explain what I am doing or how I am laying out my sheet, as you can see, I have written down all the information in my sketchbook so that I could just have it so I can see it instead of having all that information in my head. So I decided that for the top left corner of the collage, I would focus on space. Now, space is fundamental to how we interact with architecture. It creates a sense of openness or intimacy and shapes how we move, gather, and interact. For the top right corner, I decided to focus on form. And really, form gives architecture its identity and character, influencing our emotional response. It can convey power, grace, and simplicity. So space was mostly spoken about in chapter 1 of Experiencing Architecture, and form was mostly spoken about in chapter 2 of Experiencing Architecture. Most of the information for this collage will come from the book because that's what the assignment is really based on, the first 3 chapters of the book. So on the bottom left of the collage, I decided to focus on materials, and materials really just add texture, warmth, and atmosphere to spaces. Each material shapes how we feel and interact with a building, and that was really inspired from chapter 3. Now for the bottom right of the page, I chose to focus on environment. And for environment, architecture must respond to its environment, whether it's interrogating with nature or standing out in the urban setting. Now, basically, the process of this collage, it was a really simple collage after finishing it, and I really enjoyed it. Writing in a straight line, I was so surprised that I could actually do that without putting a straight line down. So that was really fun for me, and I love how the white ink came out. It came out just how I imagined it, right? So I just use a couple of images to represent what I wanted with each of the key points that I chose to focus on. So with space, I did like a living room and a pavilion, and just big open spaces. And then for form, I did like columns, arches, and other things that showed form. For the material, I decided that I wanted to look at bricks, and as you see right here, I'm using sandpaper just to give you 2 different grain sandpaper. So the red one is a finer grain, just to give you a feel of what brick look feels like. Yeah, so for material, I did brick, wood, and stone wall. For the stone wall, I use a what you would say now, a thicker fine grain or a heavier fine grain. I don't know how you would say that. But for the sandpaper, or a rougher fine grain then, yeah, for the stone wall, and then a thinner fine grain for the brick wall. And then for the wood, I use pencil shavings, and then I use a marker to go over that to give it a bit of rigidness and roughness, so when you touch it you can feel that, you know, wood and splinty feel that wood would give you. And then for environment, I just had two different images showing a city and its surroundings versus buildings in a open urban area, basically. So each image or images really showed or bring across what I wanted to, you know, show. Because honestly, I should have done a bit of drawing, but I didn't really want to do any drawing because I didn't think I could use drawings to depict best what I would want. So yeah. But with all that said and done, this assignment, I really enjoyed it, and I haven't done something like this in a while, much less hands-on, because most of the time, every time I've done a collage, it's always like a digital one. So doing this, pasting, cutting, all of that was just so fun for me, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, this is what the collage ended up looking like in the end, and it's pretty simple, but I really love it. So this is the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend so they can share to another friend. Yeah. See you guys in the next one.